Hi, Susan Sanford here from Vineyard Complementary Medicine. This evening I'm going to be talking to you about how to manage neck pain and also my super secret intervention treatment for neck-related headaches. Okay, so first, of course, I'm going to talk about posture and alignment. So the key to making sure that your neck, feels good and it's not overworked, it's not stressed, is to make sure that you, first of all, keep your plumb line. So really think about the plumb line being your ears, shoulders, and hips. You want to keep them in a straight line. The reason why that's important is because for every variation from that, we actually have a posture app that we do our posture assessments with. For every increment that your ears are forward in front of your shoulders, your head weighs incrementally more. So for example, if you kind of hang out here, all right, your noggin is supposed to weigh, I don't know, anywhere between 12 to 15 pounds. The muscles are working hard enough that it feels like your head weighs like 30 pounds. So imagine all that stress on the musculature trying to hold your head up. So keeping your head in a neutral position, okay, is really key. Ears, shoulders, hips in line. Now, again, I can't help, what does that mean? So that means that you maintain your natural curve in your neck. The natural curve in your neck is directly dependent upon what your low back and pelvis are doing. So let me just tip this down a wee bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so that's why we use the roll. So again, you do what I call the good old wiggle back. All right, get it back there. And as you can see where my hips are, prop back. Okay, let's do bad posture. Okay, so we're sitting in a chair, we're sitting propped, and we have that C curve. All right, can you see my C curve? Let's make sure you can see my C curve. Okay, like this. See where my head and neck are? I got a C curve in my low back. I lose the curve in my neck. Okay? So when you sit, you do that wiggle back, you get that roll or the towel, and then you prop yourself and you've got your plumb line. Okay? All right, and then prop the C curve. Let's talk about iPhones, devices, computers. All right, how many people see, or how many of you do this, just notice all the people that are around all day like this? All right, I got a phone, and this is what everybody does. It makes me crazy, because we just talked about how much your head weighs, or how much it feels like it weighs now, okay? You gotta bring that device up to eye level, okay? So, get your plumb line, tuck your elbows into your chest, and there's your phone. Whether it's your phone, okay? This is where you need to be. Perpetually, in the car, when we're traveling, the kids, they're like this all the time. No, get something underneath their arms, prop it, and get them propped up. All right, let me put this stuff away. So now what I'm gonna do, so that's all how to prevent. That's prevention, prevention, prevention. Keep your plumb line, keep your curves, hold your devices at eye level, no matter what you need to do. If you're reading, you can prop your elbows at a table, put the pillow underneath, traveling, in the car, you can put your jacket, backpack, whatever it takes for you to be able to keep your device at eye level. Books, iPhones, iPads, and then making sure, we talked about it in the previous video, making sure that when you're working, your computer monitor is at eye level. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you some of my favorite exercises. Let me go through the list. All right, so I'm going to go through, okay, so when your head is like this, all right, these are overstretched, your pecs, your chest muscles get tight. These are seemingly weak, okay? So you got weakness, tightness through here, okay? So the key to really kind of like getting back to ideal posture, this is really hard for you to do. One of the self-tests that you can do is put yourself up against the wall, put your heels up against the wall, and just see how much distance there is between the back of your head and the wall while your forehead and chin are level. If you find that you're cocking your head back like this, you've made some structural changes that really need to be reversed. So I'm going to show you how you can start that. First, you want to open up your chest, strengthen your shoulder blades. So an easy one to do is just to interlace your fingers behind your back, draw your shoulders back and down, okay? And it's a pec stretch, and you're squeezing your shoulder blades, so you're stretching, you're strengthening, okay? And make sure when you're doing this, of course, do your check-in and do your bobblehead, okay? Another way you can do it, so this is just no equipment, no props, nothing. Other way you can do is get a doorway. I don't have a doorway handy here without being off camera. Just put your arms in the doorway, reach it through, get a good stretch behind, in the front of your pecs, okay? Interrupt your position if you're sitting, if you're reading for any length of time, interrupt your position and stretch. Okay, let's work on shoulder blade strengthening. Super easy. If you know you're going to be on the computer all day, before you get out of bed in the morning, just flip yourself over, push your pillow out of the way, and I think you can still see me, and then just do, they call them, rocket girls, rocket mans, whatever. So you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift up your forehead, chin, chest, shoot your fingers down towards your feet, hold it, squeeze it. I like to do a couple good long holds, and you can do repetitions, whatever feels best for you. That will make sure that you're really strengthening your shoulder blades and making sure that you're preventing that roundedness, okay? If you're rounded forward like this, and you try to get your head and neck in a good position, it just feels bad. So, okay, let's talk about your box. Lift up your rib cage, okay? Then draw your shoulders back, and then your head and neck will go into alignment, okay? For those of you who haven't heard it, the box, quick, between your rib cage and your pelvic bones, connect the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, connect the dots, and you have your box. All right, next is my neck 4-way. Okay, so if you have tightness in your neck, you need to kind of recover from, poor posture. These 4 stretches get the side muscles. You've got 3 sets of muscles on the side, you've got 1 in the back. I call this neck 4-way. So you always start with, because you get the tightness in the base of your skull from having a forward head. So always start by kind of setting your head by drawing your chin in. So you kind of feel like you're giving yourself that double chin. But that's opening up and creating a traction moment and creating a nice stretch and opening in the back of your neck. You don't want to be doing exercises when you're kind of compressed, that feels bad, you're kind of grinding, you're compressing your spine and your vertebrae. Open it up, draw your chin back, okay? And then the neck 4-way. So 4-way is ear to your shoulder, hold it there. You can rest your hand on top of your head. Don't crank it, don't pull it. Just draw your chin in and let the weight of your hand rest. So ear to your shoulder, that's 1. I call it smell the armpit. This is 2. This gets the back ones. Then you take your other hand, pat yourself on the back for doing such a great job smelling your armpit. Okay? That gets your levator here. That's 3, 4. Keep your head side bent and just lift up your chin up toward the ceiling. That gets the front structures. Release it. Shake it out. Chin in. Let's do the other side. Chin in. 1, 2. Pat yourself on the back. 3. And then when you don't want to smell your armpit anymore, 4. And then you lift up. Okay? That's what I call the neck 4-way. Now comes the super secret favorite exercise of mine that has helped me so much. I struggled all my life with cervicogenic, which is fancy name for neck, headaches. You can get headaches when your upper, the first three vertebrae, if they're out of alignment, if there's some tightness or some dysfunction, it will refer pain to different areas of your head. Now, here's my disclaimer. If you have undiagnosed headaches, go to your doctor and figure out why you're having them. Doctor, healthcare practitioner, physical therapist will be able to tell you if we think they're neck-based. But oftentimes you can really tell because it'll kill on one side. You'll feel some misalignments. It'll be one-sided. It'll be a pretty specific pattern. It'll refer right to typically the side of your head and the temple here. This is what we call our snags. Let's see, it's an abbreviation acronym for sustain, neuro, epophyseal, glide, stretch. Basically, you take a towel, a scarf, whatever you have. I've used a t-shirt before. You put it around your neck. You start by crossing your arms like this, okay? Like X-Force, right? So remember, you start with crossed arms. Then you grab the scarf, the towel, the t-shirt, whatever you have. Start by drawing your chin in, okay? The bottom hand stabilizes your neck. The top hand pulls your face over. Holds it for a sustained stretch. I like to do it for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, you release it. You swap your hand, pull it to the other side. I like to do 3 repetitions each side, alternating. And you'll really feel it mobilize your upper neck. It has been a lifesaver when it comes to, to my headaches. And then the very last one, I'm saving the ultimate best for last. This is the Mckenzie neck retraction extension. This is the exercise that I do at the end of my exercises throughout the day. If I'm traveling, reading, looking at the computer. This is what helps to get that curve back in your neck if you've lost it because you've had some forward head issues. And it helps to pump the disc fluid. So again, just like forward bending with your back, you look down with your neck all the time. Your jelly, also analogous to your disc fluid, is going to get pushed to the back, irritate the structures, and make things really mad. So maintaining the inward curve of your neck, just like your back, helps keep the disc fluid in place. If you're having some issues and some pain, some soreness, even some referred pain going down your arm and into your shoulder, a lot of shoulder issues, from C5 will refer to the shoulders. Had lots of shoulder issues, really got cleaned up by doing these. So it's chin in, chin all the way up, return, and then release. And I like to do those in sets of 10. Throughout the day. If I'm feeling my neck getting sore, I'll do that. So another disclaimer, if you're having neck pain, if you're having referred pain, especially pain that's referring down into your arm, you've got to make sure that you get it diagnosed and find out what's going on. If any of these exercises cause any increased symptoms, any increased pain, any more referral, you don't do them and you check with your healthcare practitioner. So again, to summarize what we talked about, head and neck in your plumb line, okay? Make sure that you keep it in line so that your neck muscles don't freak out and get mad because your head weighs 3 times or feels like it weighs 3 times what it's supposed to. Keep the inward curve of your back to support the inward curve of your neck. And of course, you got to keep your back square. Stretch these, okay? Stretch your pecs, strengthen your upper back. And if you're having any neck-related issue or neck-related headaches, try the snags. If you know and if it's been diagnosed that your headaches are from your neck, and if you're having any neck pain or you've been sitting for a long time, make sure you do your retraction. So now, parents, people, look and pay attention and make sure, where's all my props? Make sure that you're not one of those people. I'm totally the posture police. I see you, I look at you. If you sit in our waiting room and you're like this, I'll come out and I'll be like, what are you doing? Okay, so don't be this person. Be this person. All right, everybody have a great evening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Susan Sanford.